you know, I think it was the ligament between like his thumb and something. And but even still, you know, Skaws, he's just that person. And yeah, he did lose against a Solid Game in a reverse 3-0 at the start of the day. But ultimately, he has bounced back, you know, ending up beating a few people on his way. And now we see him in losers round 2 alongside Kirb0. Kirb0 unfortunately losing in the winner's side of the bracket to SBF. Oh my god, so it's intense, you know. Really, honestly, this could go either way because honestly, Kirb0 and Skaws, the characters they play, they're fairly uncommon characters, and you know, I feel like they do utilize that MU inexperience with a lot of people to really, really get those wins. Obviously, they're very.
Kirb0 did not.
Cut me short, goal. Thank you, Skaws, man. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. And speaking of an inexperience, bro, I don't think Kirb0's seen a lot of those downers be doing all that, you know, like wasn't ready for that coming, you know.
Exactly. No Toon Link really does it like Skaws. He's a pioneer of the Toon Link meta. Kirb0, an innovator for the Kirbys as well. Probably the best in the UK, one of the best in Europe, alongside Night Pixel. So there's a lot of matchup tricks that these two are gonna know. There's a lot of intricacies that they won't be exposed to unless they've played these players. And let's know. But despite the fact that these two have played before, we didn't see Skaws fight at his sort of true potential back in the summer.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
He's been on a journey, a character arc.
Bro, journey, an actual journey, you know, obviously being at UFA, you know, beating Chag, so many other wins. He's really on the rise in the UK, and you know, being one of the 4 yesterday to actually get into the finale through the LCQ. So great stuff to Skaws, and honestly, he's really showing the work right now, really keeping Kirb0 at the ledge there. 1-3-2. Can he get the snipe? Boomerang, arrow, more arrows coming at him, and anticipating the up B. What a genius!
That's a brilliant way to take the lead. Throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Kirb0, and then when they traded, because Skaws was at a lower percent, able to act first, able to get the upper out, take that second stock, put himself in a fine position, and now Kirby, slower character, was at a disadvantage, could have struggled to chase him down, but Skaws' tether unfortunately not working, and that could potentially be quite useful for Kirby, for Kirb0, could bring this back. He has to chase down Toon Link, who's got like much better mobility, so fast on the ground, so small, so hard to hit. So if Skaws uses the space that he has, could just rack up this lead without even needing to interact.
Definitely. And Kirb0's using the bombs for his own advantage there. Actually, oh my god! What a genius, bro! Holy crap! Using the bomb to pressure Skaws, hitting him, and then following with a forward air of his own. You know, bro. This guy's using Skaws' utility way better than he was in that game. Well, in that last moment, that is. And, you know, catching him with that forward smash, you know, he knew Skaws couldn't make it back. Had to go a little bit above the ledge to even, you know, grab that thing. But, yeah, no, just getting caught with a forward smash. Very, very unfortunate for Skaws. Kirb0 taking that one. 1-0 up. Goodness me, man.
I saw a bit of a smile from Skaws as that game ended. He kind of knew he got outplayed there. Kirb0 finding his way in, finding that hit, and taking that to the fullest. Sniping the jump, forcing an up B recovery in an awkward spot, which he was able to F smash and kill. You need that. If you're Kirby, you don't often get the openings. Toon Link's going to be in control most of the time. Superior speed, superior range. So you need to make it count when you have that hit. And Kirb0, that's one of his greatest strengths, able to find that opening and make it count.
Definitely. And, you know, speaking of making it count, opening strength right here. A nice opening gambit from Kirb0, just taking Skaws all the way to the left side there. And just continuing it again, that forward air is putting in work right now. A full 9-5 as Skaws retaliates with a nice boomerang. Goodness me.
Kirb0 is also making use of how small Kirby can get. Able to low profile Toon Link Zair of all moves. Unusual option. Kirb0 just really riding this momentum at the moment. Took that game on so convincingly with that advantage, and now he's in a position where he can kill Skaws if he can get a decisive hit. Maybe looking for a down tilt, maybe looking for a forward at center stage.
Yeah, really, it's very scary because a lot of like Kirby stuff, like Kirby can just pancake a lot of things. Bro, he grabbed the bomb again, but I can't lie, I'm getting scared though with the way Kirby is able to utilize items so much. It's really funny because Skaws with that back air there, goodness me, just catching Kirby off guard, it feels like. And yeah, no, a nice lead he's got here. If he can keep this lead, I feel like it'll mean a lot. And anyway, I was talking about like items and Skaws. Skaws really like prides himself on being able to use items. You know, I've heard a lot about him, like him talking about against the Rob matchup. He does like using the gyro, Rob's gyro against him. And you see here Kirb0 doing the same thing with the bombs, but really Kirb0 really struggling. I know manages to clip Skaws' shield just a little bit there, and that was a bit of an overextension, don't you think, Focus?
Just a little bit. I can see the idea trying to catch Skaws either on the real end or trying to drop ledge, but it didn't work, and look how much damage he's taken. So much chip. Skaws could actually just take the second stock. Kirby making me eat my words, eating that first stock.
Actually eating right now, man.
With a forward air dash attack, really strong stuff. You need to know your outs as Kirby, but you have to be very careful. You're entering that up tilt, up air percent range, the updraft, as Skaws likes to call it, pioneer of the kill confirm, labbing it out. The Skaws needs to make it back, needs to find a way in. Using the bomb to sort of help him, finds the not getting anything off the tech chase, gets up tilted, a lot of damage coming out. Yeah, Kirby finding those like areas where he can go for reads, not able to get it here, nearly dies for it, only getting a sour apple though.
Yeah, okay, there we go, a little jab coming out from Skaws there, keeping Kirb0 on deck. Can Kirb0 get it back here? Goes for the up B, trying so hard to tickle Skaws there, but nope. Skaws ends up tickling him back with that nice little forward tilt. Really, that move is just actually a war crime, really and truly. It's like an anti-air, it covers the ledge. It like 2 frames as well, right?
Yeah, it's so incredibly active. And it really, that was the perfect option for that situation. Kirb0, ledge stalled twice with the up B. Skaws, stay patient, didn't get hit by it. Yeah. And because you re-grab ledge, you had less invulnerability, meaning it's easier to time that F tilt to get that stock. Put in a really strong position here. And this time, Skaws mixing up his recovery angle, able to navigate around Kirby's, frankly, scary edge guarding.
Yeah, it's really scary because what you have is you basically got like a same with Jigglypuff really with the floatiness and how much control he has over his air mobility and drift there. And I did see, like, he does like going off stage a lot because, you know, he can get back for free, you know, he can really push his threat range even across the stage. And it means once you're off stage, especially with like someone like Skaws, you have to really consider where you are. But Kirb0's going to need to consider something else because he's going to meet certain death soon if something does not change.
Sure, there's a lot of rage on Toon Link. You're looking at an up tilt up air, looking at a bomb forward, especially in this position. Skaws trying to go for the back tilt on the roll, not going to find it, giving up stage control and puts himself in a bad position. Ends up geting grabbed, ends up losing stock because of the platform assist on PS2. Perfect positioning from the side of Kirby here. Amazing,
amazing. Yeah, just amazing up throw there coming out from Kirb0, you know. I really love those type of throws. It's just like, you just see them go in the air really fast and then absolutely slams down, using that platform to get the kill there. But really, is that going to help right now? Because Skaws at 0%, that's a JV2. A convincing win, and this crowd goes wild, man. Where's Scotland? I gotta ask, man. Where is Scotland?
I think you can see. I can see Georges and I can see Schultz in the background. They're there. They're not loud. They're not supporting their boy. You kind of wonder.
Can't lie, man.
Maybe their attention's divided. Maybe they're watching Maze Beans on the other side.
Couldn't it be me, man? Couldn't it be me?
Yeah,
wait, Maze Beans, who's on the other side?
Darkstalker.
Oh, man. So, I mean, if I wasn't commentating right now, I'd be supporting my boy Darkstalker. But I love Maze Beans. Jenny Maze Beans actually an actually funny guy. Like, you know.
Skaws though, we hate to be a bit biased.
Yeah,
but we have been cheering and screaming for Skaws this entire weekend.
Yeah, definitely. But honestly,
he's been on like a carrot. We're talking about carrot talks. Like the top 8 alone from yesterday.
Yes.
He went through so many stages. He's developed a lot. He's persevered through a poor run of form. Able to qualify despite the setbacks. Able to make it to losers round 2 of the second finale after falling down to Solid Gamer. Put himself in a strong position here, but he's still getting kind of beaten here on this first stock. So much damage. Kirby taking Skaws to kill percent. He's looking for a way to end it all. Finds the forward air, finds a way to set up for an edge guard, finds the down air.
Oh
supposedly Kirby's worst move, and I can see why if that's not killing 110%.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, it did still put Skaws in a very bad position. So shouts to Kirb0 for making full use of that move there. Great stuff. But like you were saying, man, Skaws yesterday really went through the 5 stages of grief, man. But ultimately came out on top, you know. And here right now, he's gonna have to come out on top over Kirb0 if he wants to move on in bracket here. At 150%, he can still make it work. Oh, that jab though, still not sending 160 now. Kirb0's gonna need to find something. Finds that beautiful up air from below the stage, catching Skaws off guard. Very great stuff, man. Honestly, I feel like people do underrate Kirby. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's been said enough, you know. the guy's doing work. And surely if this character is as bad as everyone says it is, like, there's no way like Kirb0's out here like making all these moves, you know?
Exactly. I think Kirby's like strength comes from that advantage state. Kirby does so much when he gets hit, like 0 to 50 in one hit, able to find his kill confirms, like those drag down fairs, those down tilts, and most importantly, this edge guarding potential. Unfortunately, not able to use all of his jumps, all his lingering multi-hit spike, and it's allowed Skaws to find his way back into a kill percent from an up tilt.
That's right.
Kirby looking for something. Kirby has that like raw kill power from a safe back air, from an F tilt, from a forward air, from an up air. And so Skaws has to be very careful if he's pressing buttons up in Kirby's face. He has to be really careful here.
But legit, man, each of this guy's limbs is a sword in of itself. But I love the jump there to bait the down air to get that safe recovery. Because, you know, like down air, I mean, I can see why people are calling it a bad move here. One of the hits connected with Skaws, but obviously not getting that full spike hitbox, giving Skaws the room to recover there. And once again, getting hit again just gave him the opportunity to recover once more. So, Skaws was in a nice position there, but ultimately, if we look at it, like, the guy's a stock down at this point. Kirb0, I don't think he's been throwing any big leads so far, so it definitely isn't Kirb0's favorite right now, unless we see Skaws just randomly turn up like we used to. Really. I'm definitely rooting for my boy, but Kirb0, not someone to be underestimated, as I said so many times before, Focus Pro. Really and truly.
With FD, it's very hard for both sides to land. It's just their dash attacks cover so much space. So once you get that hit, once you send them into the blender, it's very hard for them to get out. As you can see, Skaws getting a lot of damage, looking for that up tilt, whiffing it though. And I wonder if Skaws is starting to feel a bit too desperate at this point at kill percent. Finds the up tilt, finds the up air, gets that updraft.
That's what I'm talking about, Focus, man. The updraft, the kill confirm, pioneered by the lab monster of Skaws. And, you know, he's making full use of it in bracket here. But really, that back air is going to send him far enough. And on JV2, bro, what a response from Kirb0 in that game. You JV2 me, I'm going to JV2 you back, fam. Like, great stuff. And so that's 2-1 to Kirb0 right now. Skaws on the back burner, little smile, you know. A glimpse of hope in his eyes, I believe. But, you know, guy's tired. He's at the fight his way here, you know, claw his way to the top. Can he make it back? Because I know he's made it back before. He actually did this in winners in his last set again, actually. So pretty good.
Game 5 Skaws. If when he gets there, completely different beast.
One more goat.
So he needs to have that mental resilience in order to get there. He is currently 2-1 down. He's taking his time, waiting, thinking about what he can do better. He's smiling. You think that there's something cooking.
Yeah, I can't lie, man. The Skaws chanters need to come in full force right now. In full force. I'm looking at you, Jude. But yeah, no. 2-1 down. How is Skaws going to respond? Because honestly, it's gonna. I feel like I'm getting that game 5 energy Focus, man. What are you saying, like? What do you think?
The thing that's sticking out to me, aside from how insane Kirb0's advantage state is, it's the Zaire usage from Skaws is not working out. Kirby is just so small, he's consistently finding his way under. So Skaws is getting whiff punished for a very safe lingering aerial, which is I don't think he's used to. I think he needs to sort of eliminate that move from his game plan for this matchup alone. Stick to outranging, using that better mobility, using like abusing dash attack and down tilt, and particularly the bombs. When he's had a bomb in hand, he's so potent, forcing Kirby to slow down, forcing him to shield. Skaws has been playing that game really well, but unfortunately, when he's not had it, he's been sent to the corner, and Kirby back air is doing the work today.
Kirby at back air has put the walk to walk right now here in Birmingham. Holy crap, man. Kirb0 really doing that work. And that back air, obviously, like I said, the thing, each of Kirby's limbs is literally a sword, so like, it's insane, absolutely insane. Like, what, Skaws has got 1 sword, Kirb0's got like 4 out here. But yeah, no, so excellent analysis, Focus, really. Definitely, Skaws definitely changed the way he's playing it, because obviously the floatiness is always going to be jarring, you know, the disjoints as well. Kirby just doesn't look like that sort of character, you know. And it's very obviously annoying to get used to, especially with an uncommon matchup such as Kirby.
It's the small floaty attributes of Kirby. He's getting the taste of his own medicine, really.
Yeah, really.
It's just a little too in puffball form, and it's meaning it's harder for him to find his kill confirms. He's not getting as many up tilt up airs. He's not getting as many bomb fairs. particularly because Kirby sort of just goes under it.
Yeah.
Did you see he just sort of teleported through the arrow?
Bro,
Doesn't matter, finds
so
the F tilt though.
Yeah, legit. The pancaking is just absolutely annoying to deal with as well. But yeah, no, that he shoots, he scores, getting that stock, and it's definitely time for a comeback for Mr. Skaws himself. There we go, trying to get the up tilt, misses the up air, and Kirb0 begins his monstrous advantage take once again, going down deep with the downer and back air. Kirb0.
It's so terrifying when Kirby is just going, chasing after Skaws off stage. Kirby's making it count. Got Skaws to kill percent, but can he clean up here with this edge guard? He's looking for the rock, and he puts it on him. Whomped and flattened.
Can't lie, man. The walk is nothing compared to the rock right now, man. But absolutely insane from Kirb0. I'm telling you, bro, all these kids in the UK have like some cracked advantage. I don't know why. Luigi, Blue, Kirb0 as well, man. You got like the 3 horsemen, the 3 musketeers of advantage day here in the United Kingdom. And each of them play like a weird character, man.
And Kirb0 is just one stock away from making it into the second phase of this circuit. He's gonna have to fight harder. He's getting hit by the back tilt, gonna avoid the barrage of bombs. Finds another edge guard situation. Finds Skaws. More damage is racking up. Skaws needs to find something if he's going to force game 5. The kill percent is rapidly approaching, especially with Kirby's really strong raw kill power. Has to play around the Frettle Bear. Has to avoid the forward as he's scrapping, and it's not working out for him at the moment. He needs to play much more evasive. Gets the footstool. Again, going under the Zaire. Sends off stage. Ledge trap situation. F tilt setting off really far out. Skaws is going to struggle to recover. Forcing the ledge situation. Kirby finds the back air. Skaws eliminated at 13th.
Wow.
Kirby going to move on into top 12. Brilliant stuff, taking that set 3-1.
Wow, amazing stuff. You know, like, usually, like, I do see, like, in these sets where Skaws is down a game, like, that, down 2 games, rather, I feel like he still can make it back, but Kirb0 is just absolutely monstrous with his advantage tape. Really put the lockdown onto Skaws there. Off stage, it's like every single time he would go off, it's just like, what are you meant to do in that situation? You know, like the guy, it's just so threatening and really scary. These kids need to be stopped, man. Who's going to stop these kids, man? Like, because my man Skaws, man, my MVP, my GOAT.